Welcome to A Quest for Metal. Today we are ranking Kamelot albums from my least favourite to my favourite. And Kamelot has a lot of amazing albums. So many amazing albums with two amazing vocalists. There is a third, but we'll get to him. But so many good albums. So before I get started with this list, let me know in the comments below what's your favourite album by Kamelot, what's your least favourite, and do you prefer Roy, do you prefer Tommy, or do you prefer Mark? Let me know down below, and let's get started. So coming in last, and second to last, is the two albums I just can't listen to. I can't fucking listen to them. It's Eternity and Dominion. The two albums with Mark Vanderbilt. It's to do with the vocals. You know, the music is good, music is fine, but the vocals are just, I don't know, I just do not like them. I don't think he's a good vocalist. And these two albums kind of showcase that. Easily the worst Kamelot has to offer. There's nothing really memorable in any of these songs. Nothing stands out and jumps out at me. I just don't like the singing. In power metal, you have to have a good singer. This is power metal. If you don't have a good singer, what the fuck are you doing? They need a good singer. And luckily they did grab a good, not a good singer, a fucking fantastic singer on the third album. But yeah, these two, never liked, still don't like them on re-listening. I just can't get into the vocals. They just make me laugh sometimes when it goes too high, and I'm just like, raw. So yeah, let me know down below if anyone does like these ones. I'll be interested to hear why. To me, I can't fucking get into them. Not even a little bit. So these two easily fucking last and second to last. No question, easily. So coming in third is Siege Perilous. This one I actually enjoy a lot. It's so much better than those two. But my complaints with this album, it has Roy Khan, who's one of the best vocalists ever. I love his range. I love him to pieces. He's probably my favorite. He is my favorite Kamelot vocalist. I started with Roy. My first album was The Black Halo. So I love Roy, but this album, he sounds the worst out of all the albums. He does. He sounds the worst. He's kind of flat on some of the songs. There is some great songs on here, but his vocal delivery on it, it's a bit flat. He improves massively on the next one, but on this one, the reason why it's third is he's a bit flat singing some of these songs, but I still love, some of these songs, and he still sounds him singing flat is still a million times better than Martin trying to sing good. So, fuck it. Siege Perilous, number 3. Still think it's a great album, but it's going here. Next up is Silverform. This may piss off a lot of Tommy fans. This one, I re-listened again recently. I re-listened to it with one of my friends, and then we just left feeling kind of satisfied, but not like as satisfied as some of the other albums he's been on. This is his weakest album. This is Tommy's weakest album. There is some catchy songs on here, but a lot of it just kind of falls flat. The songwriting falls kind of flat. There's no standout moments. Like Haven has so many fucking great moments on. Haven is fucking fantastic. This, it can't hold a candle to Haven. Can't hold a fucking candle. Sacrimony is really fucking cool. Sacrimony is really cool, and Prodigal Son. But a lot of the others, even the title track Silverform, wasn't big into it. So this is an album which I enjoy, but I don't think it's amazing. So it's coming in here on the list because there's so many other better Kamelot albums. So from here on out, those 4, 2 of them are pretty good, 2 of them are shit. The next ones onwards, holy shit, they're amazing. So let's get stuck in. So next up is Poetry for the Poisoned, which I really loved way back when I heard it when it first came out. And there's so many good songs on this one, but as a whole, it's not as cohesive, not as tight as some of the other albums. But it has fucking Zodiac on. And that's probably my second favourite, one of my favourite Kamelot songs of all time. How dark it is. When he sings Know That I Broke Her Neck. Oh, it's so good. So evil. This is probably the darkest album, the most heavy, the most evil sounding album. So you'd think I'd have it higher, but the songwriting just isn't as good or as catchy or as memorable as, say, Ghost Opera or Black Halo. It isn't as memorable. Yeah. House on a Hill, though. Simone's vocals, so fucking good. But again, doesn't quite hold a candle to Haunting. So yeah, Poetry of the Poisoned is going here. Next up is the Shadow Theory, the latest one. This one is fantastic as well. Tommy's vocals are amazing, and I saw them on this tour. He sings so good live. He sings so good live, and I'm glad I got to see Kamelot. Such a great live band as well, and some of the songs from here live, fantastic as well. Amnesiac especially, holy shit, that song is intense and fun, and Raven Light, another one. And Phantom Divine, probably my favourite one on the actual album, the title track, which is rare. So yeah, this is a great proggy album, a lot different to some of the other ones, which are more theatrical, more woo, bombastic. This one's more proggy, but I love it for that, and I think it's a fantastic album from start to finish, and if you have it high, good job. I think it's awesome. So next up is The Fourth Legacy, the fourth album by Kamelot. And ooh boy, did his vocals change from the third album to the fourth album, because he went from kind of flat delivery to, holy crap, majesty, and even better on the next ones. Holy crap, this one is just, it floored me how amazing and the step up it was on this album. The song The Fourth Legacy is a masterpiece. Nights of Arabia is really fun as well, and Alexandria. Oh, this album has so many good songs on it. It's amazing from start to finish. There's a period in the albums with Khan, which is just hit after hit after hit after fucking hit. And this is the start of it. The start of it, and it's only gonna get better. But before we get to that big string, Haven, my favourite one with Tommy, and the best one with Tommy, don't even try and argue, it's the best one. Holy shit, these songs are amazing, and this album is amazing from start to fucking finish. Veil of Elysium, Insomnia, Liar Liar, Alyssa's vocals and that, fun as hell. Under Grey Skies, yeah, this album has so many hits on. This is Tommy's best performance, his best album, and it's the most catchy album. So of course it's going fucking high, but we're gonna get to the Roy fucking just hit after hit albums in a second, so hold on to your butts. Let's get started. So next up is Ghost Opera. Holy shit, this album has probably my favourite song by Kamelot on. Probably my favourite song. And I know what you're thinking. It's probably Ghost Opera. I adore that song. But it's not. Probably Rule the World. That's an amazing song. But it's not that. Love You to Death is my favourite Kamelot song. It's the most emotional song they've ever done. It's like brings a tear to my eye every time I hear it. I fucking love You to Death. It's one of the best performances ever. And I love it. Love it. 10 out of 10. This album's fantastic. People shit on this album I don't know why. I think it's flawless. But there's just other flawless albums, more flawlesser albums. But Ghost Opera, so goddamn good. So goddamn good. So next up is Karma, which again improved massively upon the Fourth Legacy. Holy shit, it's like this, the improvement with Kamelot. And this is no different. This is a fantastic album from start to fucking finish. Jamie Horsley did a Kamelot ranking, and he put this top, and then we re-listened to it with him, and he was like, you know what, this isn't that good. And I was like, are you fucking out of your mind? Are you fucking out of your mind? It's amazing. It's fucking flawless. Every song is flawless. Forever, Wings of Despair, Karma, and then the Elizabeth saga at the end. This album is beautiful. His singing is beautiful. His album is beautiful. The singing is beautiful. Everything is beautiful. This album is magical. And that's why it is number 3. So, number 2 and number 1. Both part of the same concept. And you know I hate these kind of concept album kind of things like the Astonishing and shit. But this does it so well. Part 1 and part 2. Where's it going to be? So number 2 is the Black Halo. Yep. Number 2 is the Black Halo. Classic. Most people have this one. I almost did until I re-listened to Epica, and then I was like, that's my expression. That's what happened. But this album is flawless as well. Summer in Time with Simone. That's what got me into Kamelot. That song got me into Kamelot. I was a big Epica fan before a Kamelot fan. I loved Epica. Then I was like, wait a second, she has a song with a band called Kamelot? Who the fuck are these? Listened to it, instantly hooked. Got this album, my first Kamelot album, instantly hooked. March of Mephisto with Shagrath from Dimmu. Holy shit. That fucking melody, the dun 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 dun, so good. And when the lights are down, fantastic. Like, every song is like a goddamn hit. Every song could be a single. That's how good this album is. Though I will say, second half, not as memorable as that first chunky half, which is why I'm giving the number 1 spot to Epica, because every song is a fucking single. Every song is a masterpiece. The whole concept of it, from that one to this one, it's all based on Faust. It's fan-fucking-tastic, and that's where it started. So I've got to give it to the first one, just like the Fellowship. That's the best Lord of the Rings. No arguments. Got to give it to the first one, starting it off. I love Epica. I love every fucking song on it. Center of the Universe, probably the best song ever. Farewell is fantastic. The Edge of Paradise, underrated as fucking fuck. Probably my favourite song on that album, The Edge of Paradise. Come on. The Edge of fucking Paradise. Descent of the Archangel, another underrated song from that album. Holy fuck, Descent of the Archangel is fantastic. And Freeways to Epica. This album is a masterpiece, one of the best power metal albums ever made. Just like Black Halo, those two are like really close, neck and neck, but Epica took the biscuit at the end, so Epica is the fucking winner. So that was my ranking for Kamelot. Let me know what you'd pick down below. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you again on another Quest for Metal.